Simple words, and they stir emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Welcome everyone to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. He might want another play. They'll give it to the back. Not enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
Wants to go up top on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Clark. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Buys a little time. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It's complete to the left. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Leaves it with the running back. Finds a little space. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Running to Green. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Quarterback making checks. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of 1. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A designed run for the quarterback. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Auburn.
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Touchdown, Tiger! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great run. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
These 2 rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run up to the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He's got great speed, and the returner will be brought down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Might be changing the route. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Motion from the back. Gonna sling it on second down. Now improvising. Makes the catch. It's Clark. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again and again and again. Just wears you out.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They're working that left side. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Now, 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Release to the back. Makes the grab past the marker. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Now adjusting. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown Auburn! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. He lofts one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver at his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Flips it out on the screen. At 35, he's open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throwing on the run. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Corners are going to bail. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. On the run, fires downfield. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got him. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the 2nd half as Auburn about to kick it off. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, the running back has it. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. This offense has it with really good field position. of the gun, the give to the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Tiger. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. To make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him and get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
This offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. Got the first down himself. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days, and let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Leaves it with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Alabama pushing the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. They make the tackle at the 22. We'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a 1st down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Still on his feet. And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. On the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Alabama! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And a great job by the quarterback, Reese, making the right read. I got to get that defense to commit to me. Now I pitch it. Running back catches it. I'll take this. I'll do the rest. But it was a great read by the quarterback.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. From the gun. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Throws to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
He'll do it himself. Crosses the 40. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Making side adjustments here. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Black 24. Black 24.
They'll go to the ground. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Caught behind the line. It's Smith. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
You know, as a coach, you have to love the progression your quarterback has made. After that nightmare of a performance a week ago, throwing 3 picks, he was able to put it behind him. He looks like a totally different player this week.
This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. A first down run in the red zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
The 12th play of this drive, the defense trying to dig in on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Tigers. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on their defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working that left side now. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Alabama quickly back to the line. From the gun, the ground game. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown tie.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Start this drive at their own 48. To the air on 1st down. back open in the middle. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got to lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get a stop. When you have a lead, get the ball back to the offense. Let's see if this defense can come up clutch.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. At the 20, he's got space.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. They're going to run it. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And that 2nd down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Tight end now in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Intercepted, number 19. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.